So I've been asked a series of questions. One of the questions is on the Right to Repair Act. It was simply asking, do I think that these companies are acting in spirit of the Right to Repair Act? And honestly, I say no, because it takes years to get information out to the public on exact build and quality and everything else. Like, I remember going to AllData and looking up like a 2021 Explorer 6 months after it came out, still not getting any information or anything like that. Going to Mitchell trying to look for certain information, it's not there. Going on the internet to try to find certain information, it's not there. Or like an Alfa Romeo or something comes into the shop, or some higher end vehicle, and I go back to the service literature to figure out and see, wow, they're not even listed. I can't even get any information on this customer's vehicle to even work on it. Then you call up the manufacturer and you talk to somebody there, and they don't release their information to the public. It's proprietary to them. You got to go to a dealer to have it work done. So, in essence, does the spirit of the Right to Repair Act reflect what they're doing? These manufacturers are doing? No, it doesn't. They're still getting away with it. They're still withholding information, and they're still making it hard for people to repair their vehicles, even automotive shops. The second part was, do you think that these companies are requiring specific systems to stop people from putting subpar parts in the vehicles? Like these communication systems, or this type of part has to be put into it, or this type of electronic has to be put into it. You know, I think that they want the parts to be bought from them. I think they want the money to be spent with their company and how they're engineering and making the product. Now, is it always the best? No, it's not. I found plenty of aftermarket parts that are better than the OE parts that work better. They're more efficient and they don't cost as much. That's so many times that's happened in my career. Look what Ford did whenever they put the plastic oil pans on their F-150 line, and all they would do is leak over and over and over again. And you couldn't find anybody else out there that was making a plastic oil pan that would do better than what the Ford pan would do. You'd reseal everything, you get it nice and tight, and then 20, 30,000 miles later, it's leaking again. And they knew it would happen. And they would run out of these things all the time. Because the job, it's a pretty expensive job. You know, $1,500 to $2,000 to reseal that oil pan, because the front end's got to be dropped down, the cross member's got to be pulled out. There's a bunch of stuff that has to be moved out of the way and unclipped from the oil pan area. And then you got to go through this dripping process, this drip drying process, to let all the oil drip out as much as possible. So when you do your final clean, it's less likely for the surface to be contaminated, because prior to like 2018 or something like that, they were using silicone. But even the gasketed ones would leak as well. You couldn't find any other companies out there with that oil pan, and it was almost impossible to get one from Ford for the 2.7 liter EcoBoost and the 3.5. But I mean, it is what, and then later on the 5.0. It is what it is, though. You know, do I think that they're creating systems to stop people from doing like shisty work, or putting poor parts on it? Yeah. But do I think that's the bigger picture? No, it's not. They're using that as an scapegoat so they can try to pin that on the manufacturer, or on individuals on doing shady work, because they want to make money. They want to make profit off of the parts and stuff that they're buying. They want to control the aspect of how that vehicle is communicated with. You're paying for our proprietary software. You're paying the monthly fee. You're paying. This is just how it is, because they know they have control. And let's not even get into the other side of the manufacturer, where over the last few months they've been talking about how they're trying to create subscription-based features on vehicles and stuff that are maybe soon in the future come to the United States, where we're having to pay a monthly fee for heated seats, or heated and cooled seats, or a heated steering wheel, or something like that, because you didn't buy it as a lifetime package deal up front. So they're overstepping their boundaries a lot. And I wish the Right to Repair Act would be more enforced. And when you Google Right to Repair Act, it says only 4 states have actually passed anything. I know California and Illinois are 2 of the 4. I don't know what the other 2 are. I was just glancing through the article. We need to have all the states passing something to make it right for the people to work on their own vehicles, the right for them to retain or obtain information, and the right for them to be able to have access to the software that's affordable, that they can communicate with their own vehicles and do their own diagnostics, independent shops and DIY people alike. Yeah, that's my thoughts on the matter. And furthermore, let's push that aside. I'm going to go a little unprofessional. You know what irks me is the fact that they want to withhold information and stop other people from doing their repairs and stuff like that. Like obtaining wiring diagrams or figuring out what the part numbers are for a specific part. What irks me the most is the fact that these people that create these rules and laws and how things are going to be, and a lot of times they're not even right with the literature that they put out. A lot of times it's us in the field that's fixing their mistakes. So how could they say that they have any right to withhold information from people in the public on how to repair their vehicles when a lot of times the information that they put out is completely inaccurate to begin with? I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Put the information out there. Get it out there. People are spending, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 on vehicles plus now. Basic half-ton trucks are $60,000, $70,000 now. 3/4 ton, 1-ton trucks are $100,000 or more now. I mean, you're making plenty of money off of the consumer. Why not release the information to the public so everybody has a fair shake at getting their vehicle? Maybe they don't have $200 an hour to go to the dealership and they have to settle for some local shop at $125 or $150. That shop should be able to obtain that information that they need to fix that consumer's vehicle and not be held hostage at the manufacturer guys because they can. It's just not right. There's a lot of bad stuff, a lot of unfair things going on there. That's my thoughts on the matter. I know I said I'm done, but I'm not done. One more thing. Planned obsolescence. These people know exactly how long these parts typically last on these vehicles, and that's why they give you the warranty that they give you. Because they're safely making it to where it can at least achieve the warranty standard of that vehicle, assuming that you're not going to buy an extended warranty, and if it fails afterwards, that's a way to get you back in, to get you in a new vehicle or repairing the vehicle that you bought from them. They know exactly what's going to happen with this stuff. There's some unicorns here and there that, obviously they fail early and stuff, and the manufacturer does have to bite the bullet on that. But they know what planned obsolescence is, and they can plan for it very efficiently. Okay, now I'm signing out. I'm sorry.